What's up, Dobsters, Dobbinites, Dob Marlies? So I just want to talk about the Bears game. If you don't want to hear it, that's cool. Don't worry about it. This is more for me to spread my word to my Bears fans or whatever. I just want to talk about the game in general. So first thing I notice is we have, different coaches, different players, and yet we still have this same, I'm going to call it a curse, because that's what it feels like. We drive the first drive, like our first drive is always really great. And then after that, we just kind of are stagnant all the way until the third. And then we have another good drive in the third, and then we're stagnant until the almost the end of the fourth, and we're losing. Then we're rolling again. This has happened like 3 years in a row now, and it's not the players, it's not the coaches, so it has to be a curse. Like, what is going on? So like that's kind of how I feel. Is like I'm rewatching history of the past like 3 years. We're doing the same thing. Like we just get stagnant after the first drive, and then we pick it up a little bit in the third, and then in the fourth we don't do anything until we're losing, and then we're trying to come back. I don't know. That's just a weird coincidence. I don't know if we're cursed or not. We are building a new stadium, so maybe that will fix things. I have no idea. I'll get on to the stadium thing in another post, but I just want to talk about the Vikings versus Bears game. All right, so let's talk about Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson is visibly frustrated with Caleb Williams. I understand. I saw all the replays. There's an open man like down the field, and he has to hit those passes. But the difference that I saw between Caleb and Justin Fields is Caleb is going for the underneath routes, and he's hitting them at least. So we're getting 7, 8 yards every time that he does it anyway. So I'm not really too mad about the player being open. It happens. You could probably watch Patrick Mahomes. You could probably watch Josh Allen. Like there are people open on some plays. We just get criticized for it more because it happens way too often. But anyway, the difference was Eberflus was like, yeah, whatever. But Ben Johnson is visibly frustrated. And I don't know how that dynamic's going to work because I don't think Ben Johnson wants to put up with Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is, I'll admit it, Caleb Williams is kind of, he lets his emotions get the best of him. I'll just put it that way. I like Caleb. I like Justin Fields too. But I like Caleb. I think he's a better overall quarterback. He can run and he can, he's a better passer, definitely a better passer. We see that all the time when he's playing. But anyway, back to Ben Johnson. He just gets visibly frustrated, and I don't think that's a good dynamic or a good way to go about, trying to coach up Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams clearly needs coaching. He does. But Ben Johnson needs to woosah, be a little bit, be a little bit more accepting or, less frustrated and just like calmly talk to him and like be like, we need to do this next time. And I think that he did do that at halftime. One thing that Eberflus never did, make second half adjustments. And I think he told him, like, you need to hit some of these people on these routes. And Caleb did in the second half. He did have 3 or 4 long passes that worked out perfect. Ben Johnson going for it on that 4th down when we were in field goal range. I wasn't a fan of it. It was 4th and 3. If it was like 4th and 1, sure. But that's Ben Johnson. So that's fine. Ben Johnson is known for going for it and being risky. That's fine. That's what gave him success in Detroit. That's what we're hoping to bring to Chicago. So I don't really mind it. In hindsight, of course, we could have tied it up basically in the 4th because it would have been 27-27. But it is what it is. Like, it's fine. Caleb Williams missed that pass anyway because it was either Kmet or DJ Moore, I can't remember, had him wide open and just missed him. It happens. To me, this is Caleb's kind of rookie year. He even said it before that the coaches before didn't tell him how to watch tape or what to watch for tape. I get it. He's an NFL quarterback. He should know where and what to watch tape. But, coaching kind of helps. So I kind of am on Caleb's side in that aspect of like, hey, somebody watch film with me, and Ben Johnson's watching film with him and telling him what to look for. We can only improve from there. Second thing I'll get on is Caleb Williams. So, like I said, still a fan of Caleb Williams. I'm not freaking out, and there's no need to. It's week 1. We'll get the kinks out or whatever. But he did obviously miss quite a few open targets, either for long plays or just in general. He makes fantastic throws at times, and at other times he's inaccurate. But the inaccuracies aren't too alarming because like I said, he's still in his second year. We got to give him 4 years. Come on, like we got to get him his junior year, his third year. He should hit these throws. So we got to give him this extra year. That's just my opinion. But Caleb, I'm fine with Caleb right now. He's making some throws. He's fucking up on some others. It's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the offensive line. Yes, it has improved, but pressure has always come from the right side. I'm not even going to talk about Jonah Jackson. He's clearly the guy that's messing everything up. 3 false starts. Doesn't know when to double block. Sometimes doesn't even block. So just kind of stands there. But it is what it is. Our offense line is better than last year. It was clear. But we still don't have that pocket that you see with like other quarterbacks. Most teams, honestly, have that pocket. We don't have that pocket. We have like a straight line, and then people come up the middle, usually on the right side where Jonah Jackson is. So like that's another thing. Our offense line is improved, but still causing problems. By the way, I don't know what it is, but Caleb Williams is just really funny the way he runs and like gets out of like trouble. It's amazing to watch in the sense of like how did he do that? Like I don't know, just a couple runs and then like the one in the fourth quarter where he ran outside and like the defensive end was pretty close. And I was like, he's gonna get hit. And he outran him and got the first down. And I was shocked. I was like, where the hell did that speed come from? Like he has talent, obviously. But that pocket is still, or that offensive line is still not creating that pocket. And I'm still not comfortable with our offensive line. We need to work on that. So those are just a couple of, negative takeaways from the game. Other than that, I felt like we played very well. We should have not lost. Like that's a given. Like there's no way we should have lost that game. Our defense played amazing. Our special teams made an impact in a negative way. Anytime the Vikings were punt returning, they were getting like 2 to 40. So it gave JJ McCarthy and the Vikings offense a short field every single time. It wasn't a one-off thing. It was quite a few times, at least 5-6 times that they started, at least at their 40. So they only had 60 yards to go. And that's a problem with our special teams. I did notice it during the preseason, but I didn't think anything of it because I was like, if we have 90 players, they're just trying to make the team. Our special teams will do whatever. And eventually they'll get it together. But no, this is a problem I could see for them. Our defense played lights out. Dennis Allen is apparently a great defensive head coach or defensive coordinator. Like he got the pressure going. I haven't seen our defensive line get in the backfield quickly like that in like 6 years. It's been a long time. Probably since we had Khalil Mack. That was the last time that we actually got pressure on the quarterback consistently. And throughout the game, we got to the quarterback pretty regularly, which is which is outstanding. I love that. Our corners stepped up. No idea that Jalen Johnson was going to miss the game. Kyle Gordon, whatever. Kyle Gordon is going to be perfect for Dennis Allen's system, though, because Dennis Allen likes to blitz and use the nickel or the fourth linebacker if he runs a 3-4, whichever one he decides to run. He uses it very effectively. You saw it with Kevin Byard. He was able to come up to the line and he got quite a few game-saving tackles. That if Kevin Byard missed, then the running back was gone. Jordan Mason was gone, or whoever caught that ball in the backfield. So love the defense. Absolutely great job by Dennis Allen, and I'm assuming this is going to continue. Our defense is really good. Another player that I didn't know was going to miss the game. I think I heard about Kyle Gordon, but I did not hear about Jalen Johnson, and I did not hear about TJ Edwards. TJ Edwards is our best tackler by far, so that was a huge miss that we had him. Noah Sewell came in and played perfectly. Yes, he got beat by Aaron Jones on a go route. It's going to happen. A running back should outrun a linebacker, and especially one that's as good as pass catching as Aaron Jones. It's going to happen. So Noah Sewell, you played really, really good game. I appreciate that. Like, he stepped in, played really well, but it's going to happen. Aaron Jones with that catch in the back of the go route, and then pretty hard catch for a running back, but Aaron Jones usually do it. I mean, we see it all the time. Packers versus Bears. Aaron Jones always killed us. We still can't stop the run. That's just the way it is. I kind of expected that. I saw that in the preseason anyway, that we still can't stop the run. I think I said it in quite a few podcasts before. Bears can't stop the run. I expect Jahmyr Gibbs in this game to go over 100 yards. I'd be surprised if he didn't. At least 80 yards. Like, he'll kill us. But I think our offense can keep up with the Lions. But we'll see. What else is there? Our corners. Shout out to them. Jalen Johnson out, Kyle Gordon out. They came in and it felt like nothing had changed. Justin Jefferson only had 3 catches. He had that touchdown. That's fine. Tyrique Stevenson was covering him on that play. Tyrique Stevenson is known to give up those plays in the end zone. That's usually what happens if a team is able to score on us, because usually we're bend don't break, and we usually don't break. So it was nice to see, or it wasn't concerning to see Tyrique Stevenson give up that touchdown. Tyrique Stevenson is a good corner. It's just, we'll just say he's the reason why we gave up that Hail Mary against Redskins last year. Sorry, Commanders last year, and he's usually the reason why some of our opponents score, near the end zone. But he is a good corner. I do like him. Obviously, though, we have to watch out for the corner that did cover Justin Jefferson almost the entire game. I forgot his name. I know it's like Nate or whatever. But it might have been more of a revenge game, because he did play he was on the Vikings practice squad for 3 years. Last year he made the team. They didn't play him at all. And then he came to us and we played him this first game, and he did very, very well against the second best receiver in the league, arguably the first, but the second best receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. He had 6 targets, only 3 catches, 30-something yards, and a touchdown. Like I said, Tyrique Stevenson was the one that gave up the touchdown, which is known to happen. But anyway, great on defense. Our offense looked better. Caleb obviously needs to hit some of those long plays, but overall, it was uplifting. Like, we're on our way up. I was hoping that we make the playoffs this year. We still can. It's only game 1. No need for concern. We'll have to see how this Detroit game goes. Like I said, I assume that we're going to get ran over by Jahmyr Gibbs. Maybe David Montgomery too. I assume they're going to have over 120 plus rushing yards throughout the whole game combined, both of them. So I expect that, but we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and talk about my Bears. Bear down always. And then just give out kudos to what worked and disagreements for what didn't work, but expecting a lot. Offensive line still needs work. Caleb still needs coaching. One more thing I forgot. DeAndre Swift. Oh my God. Just stop dancing in the background. Clearly, it works when you run forward, like north and south. That's all you have to do. But he wants to sit there and dance in the background. He did that the first 3 quarters, just sitting there dancing in the background. When he did go forward, he gained. When he did go north, he went 7 or 8 yards every time he carried that ball, and he did it like maybe twice in the first 3 quarters, and he did it like 4 or 5 times in the fourth quarter. He ran straight and he got yards. It's that simple. Come on, Swift, just run north, please. Just run north. That's all I ask. I wish we would have got Monangai in there. Instead, we handed it off to DJ Moore twice. That's fine too, but he's not a running back, and I would not like DJ Moore to get hurt. That would be great. So let's use Monangai as well. But anyway, coaching, fine. Caleb, fine. Running game, offensive line, it's better than last year. Whatever. Defense, fantastic. Glad the defense is back, that we're getting pressure. That's what we need, and I hope that continues. Special teams needs a lot of work, more work than I wanted to say, because I felt like we need to work in the preseason, but I feel like we still need work. Anyways, see you next week. Saturday. I'm going to do, I can't say it because I keep on getting flagged for it, but I'm going to do how many yards I think people will get, wink. So keep out for that. I'll let you know Saturday again, but I went 23 for 57 in my over unders. Hopefully I don't get flagged for that. But let me know what y'all think. Peace.